is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Serious Angler podcast powered by our friends over at X2 Power. And we are back with another bonus show. I'm your host here, Bailey Eichbrett, and we have another bonus show for you guys. We posted our first one last week. If you've not checked that one out with our buddy, Mr. Hunter Shryock, that was the first one in the rendition of this little 4-part X2 Power sponsored podcast series that we did down in River Rocks Landing down in Alabama. We did a little content shoot with some X2 Power pros. And next up on the docket is our buddy, Mr. Justin Hamner, who myself, Alex Rudd, and Mr. Sean Budiak from X2 Power, we all guest hosted, can join together, had these pros on one at a time. And Justin Hamner is our next victim. I think you heard we jokingly called Hunter Shryock our victim in the bonus episode number 1. But it was a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed that first episode. If you haven't listened to that one yet, I'll leave a link down below. But you can also backtrack in the episodes if you'd like to and go give that one a watch or a listen. But today we have Justin Hamner. So without further ado, let's get to our next guest.
All right, we're back. We had to transition there is what happened. You know, when you're doing podcasts outside at night with a fire and there's other dudes sitting away from you, there has to be a period of time in which the mic gets switched out. But the mic is switched out now.
It's switched out. We got a little bit of blackmail in between.
We did.
We're good. We're back.
We got
with a new
Sean
victim.
peeing. It was great. That's what this podcast is going to be sponsored by.
But yeah.
my leading question is going to be, how bad is Tennessee going to beat Alabama next week when y'all have to come to Neyland Stadium?
We haven't even introduced our next victim.
No, I just
yet.
want to go ahead and get into this.
Let's just go ahead and just cut right to it. We could have second string, third string. It don't matter. We could have Saban out there just walking the ball with the they're gonna cane. We're still going to beat
Well, you know, here's the deal. I'm a UT fan, but I'm also a backdoor Alabama fan, and there's 3 certainties in life.
So you backdoor like winning?
Listen, death,
On the
taxes,
front,
and the
you
University of Alabama. All right, that's the 3
Roll
certainties
Tide.
that we have in life. Roll Tide. All right, yes. All right, Bailey, now
Yeah,
you can do
our
the
next
introduction.
our next victim.
We'll come back and edit that
That's
after we can beat.
No, I love that. That's perfect. Justin Hamner, thanks for joining us,
What's
buddy. It's
happening?
good to have you down here.
Yeah.
I like this dude already. Like, we're buddies already. I mean, like, yeah,
I told
Not a
this
big
guy
fan
on
of you.
that's fine. You know, it's not a surprise, honestly, at this point.
I told this guy. I said, you know, he was asking who was coming for this trip, and I mentioned your name. I said, I think you're gonna like this guy. And we got a few beers in him, and then now we're rolling. We're rolling.
That's scary.
Yeah.
It's kind of a little bit scary. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right.
We'll get through it.
Yeah, absolutely. This is conversation. That's what I always say.
Right.
I've got a lot of questions for y'all.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, all right.
Fire
We got
away.
a new host for the show.
Yeah.
Take over.
I thought that was the whole point of this.
All right. The floor is yours.
How can we make money doing a podcast?
Doing what we're doing right now. And then you just sell it to people. It's pretty cool.
All right.
You just talk
We'll see,
gibberish, and then somehow people believe it.
Dude, start a podcast. I tell everybody to start a podcast. Like, I'm going to Joe Rogan you right now, and probably Gary Vee you a little bit. Like, start a podcast, man.
It's hard for me to send out a text, much less start a podcast.
Oh, dude,
This
you
is
don't
true.
need anything. You literally just talking to your phone. Like, I know
Just
guys who
record.
do a whole podcast on their phone.
I yell at it a lot. Does that count?
Dang, people would probably listen to it. You should hear some of the things I say on my podcast. I mean, dude, it goes off the rails, and it'll probably go off the rails this evening.
Oh, me.
All right, here's my first question for you.
Let's hear it.
So, I had you on the podcast last year, and one of the things you mentioned, you were still working with you're still running your business. You're mowing lawns, cutting grass, busting your butt.
It's awesome.
You know, it's 2022 Bassmaster Elite Series season. Are you still doing that? You still grinding?
Absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
awesome, dude.
That's
I
all I
respect
know
that.
how to do.
So is that
Just
like
cut
all,
grass.
is that just all you've done is like you start a landscaping business?
I was working with the University of Alabama for like 5-6 years, and then couldn't get the time off,
Yep.
obviously, to go fish the Opens. So started my lawn care business.
Mhm.
But I was pouring concrete during the day, and then get done pouring concrete, just go do my lawn care business, started building it up, and then once I made the elites, I dropped the concrete, thank God, and just kept doing my lawn care.
I mean, dude, that's the grind. Like,
I do believe our show with him, he was actually like moving.
Yeah, I actually poured concrete that day. Like on his show, I was like covered in concrete. I was like, sorry, didn't have time to shower. Let's go.
that's epic, because that's such the grind, dude. Like,
Yeah.
like I mowed yards all through college, and like that's how I made money. And it's like people don't understand, like that's like the grind, bro. I mean, like that's what you got to do it. Like if you want to do the dream, you got to put in the work in so many different shape, forms, and fashions. You know what I mean?
No doubt about it.
Including like the financial part of it. I mean, like, you got to be able to afford to do it. And if that means working a normal job until you don't have to work a normal job anymore, like, that's badass that you still are holding on to it and doing it.
Oh yeah.
That's so cool.
That's what I mean. You got to put in the work. Everybody knows it ain't easy to just come out here and it's expensive.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. I didn't come from money. We ain't got all that.
Amen,
but
brother.
there ain't nothing that can hold you back.
That's right, dude.
You just got to put in the work.
So are you going to keep it up? Like, how long are you going to do it? Are you going to sell it one day?
Until X2 title sponsor next year. Just
that was a way to
found that out
put it on
right
spot.
now.
Sean, the floor is yours.
And Sean, what do you think, buddy?
Well, apparently he's quitting cutting grass next year.
Hey.
Real good negotiation technique.
We're going to wrap the mower. It's going to be great.
You can wrap his mower.
He's going to pull up to the job and be like, what is this guy doing here? His mower looks slick. But what's he doing here?
Who is this guy? What is X do?
Do we make mower batteries? Can we get a battery for the mower?
We can get them batteries.
Every mower needs a battery.
Every mower needs a battery.
Needs an extra battery.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Sounds like a campaign.
Yeah, it does.
It's a whole new line that we're going to go after now.
Perfect.
I like it.
100%.
I like it.
I have a guy that can lead that charge.
I think I agree. I think we're good.
Yep.
Would it be
Bailey.
the guy that has a brand new whip out front?
What's that?
Is it the guy that has a brand new whip out
I
front?
stole that.
You stole that?
It's a dealership he drove by it every week for months
That's
on
the
end.
one
He's
I
like,
want.
I'm stealing that one right there. Next thing you know, it was gone.
That's actually a shout out to one of my other sponsors. They felt so bad about me rolling up in the Nissan 2007 Nissan Armada to the Classic. They hooked me up with the truck.
I don't know. I think it's the shaggin' wagon. I think it's.
Hey, that thing
got
was
some swag to
bad.
it.
But
Shaggin' wagon.
I'll take this one. When I press the gas, it actually like goes forward.
That is epic.
So that might be our clip of the night right there.
So like, how did you get into fishing? Like, what was your? I'm always very curious how people got into fishing. Have you been doing it your whole life, or was it something that you picked up, or I mean, is it just, you know, like, what was your fishing life like?
My whole life.
Yeah.
I think when I was about 7, 8 years old, my dad was taking me to the ballpark to play stupid baseball again, and I was like bawling, crying.
I love this guy.
Want him to take me fishing.
Dude, what did I? Come here, you. Come here. Yeah,
what-
that's
yeah.
awesome. Listen, literally, I was standing in the outfield. I was like 8 years old. I was standing there, and I looked up, and I walked over to the dugout, and I looked at my dad. I said, "Hey, they're biting a spook on Cherokee right now, aren't they?" And he goes, "Yeah, they are." I was like, "What the hell are we doing here then?" I didn't say that then, but like, that's the thought that I had. I was like, why am I out here playing baseball when I could be
why are
catching
you
fish?
dragging me out to this miserable? I mean, I sucked at baseball too.
I did too.
Like, I don't know how I can
No disrespect to baseball.
live a jig. No, I sucked at it.
Yeah, I was
Baseball
terrible
didn't
too.
suck. It was me that sucked at baseball.
Ah, I got you.
That's why they
Yeah,
put me in the
it was pretty
outfield, because they're like, maybe he won't get anything hit to him. It'll stand out there.
You were the guy that.
I was the bat boy for. I was the bat boy for T-ball. I was so bad.
I love it.
It was rough.
That's great. That is great.
So
Were you a
yeah, I've been
baseball player,
doing it
Sean?
all my life.
Yeah, ish.
He definitely took that to heart. He was
Ish.
definitely a baseball player.
No, absolutely not.
And I just lost my sponsorship. Easy
It
come,
is my
easy
favorite
go.
sport. Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
It's his favorite sport ever.
See you later, Justin.
Bye. That's funny. You know what's funny is, like, there's so many people that are like just talking about baseball and other sports. Like, there's so many people that are into other sports. They try to talk to me about those sports, and I'm just like, yeah. I have no idea what you're talking about. Him and hockey. Him and my buddy Ben. I have a lot of friends from up north for some reason. I don't know why I did that to myself. You know, New York and Michigan and Wisconsin. Weird Wisconsiners. Anyway, but like, they'll be talking about hockey or something. Dude, I understand hockey about as much as I understand how to make a woman's dress. Like, I know nothing. Well, actually, I know a little bit about making. No, I'm just kidding. But like, I know nothing about hockey. Like, it's one of those weird things. Like, I have. Like, what is it? Like, what's the point of it? Like, explain that to me.
I think it goes back to our conversation with Hunter. It's just an adrenaline sport. I mean, you got 10 guys on the ice, technically 11 or 12 goalies that are all skating around with, you know, razor blades on their feet that are trying to kill each other. I mean, it's people get behind it.
I've been to one hockey game my whole entire life, and it was a rec league hockey game with Ben Nowak. For everybody that doesn't know Ben, that listens to my podcast, you will know him. But anyway, he's another YouTube guy. And I was sitting up in the stands. It was me, his wife, and like the wife of another guy. And I was just telling Ben to kick everybody's ass because I knew that you could fight in hockey. So I'm screaming.
It's kind of what hockey's all about.
Yeah, I was
right?
like screaming at the top of my lungs to the ice, kick his ass, Ben! And Ben's like taking his hockey stick and like waving at me, telling me to shut up because he's so non-conflictual, you know. And I'm just like, kick his ass, Ben! So that's my extent. I don't know how we got on hockey, but anyway.
Well, I thought hockey was just basically boxing on ice.
It's a way to fight somebody and not get arrested.
Is
Well,
there
that's
rules?
Hockey is.
Yeah.
Is there rules against fighting in hockey? Like, can you,
You
just
get
like
a penalty, but like you're back on the ice.
I
in
say
10
we bring it
minutes.
into fishing. I would love to see just a knockdown drag
Fishing's
out at
tried
the
that
ramp.
so far. We're good.
It's called ice fishing.
Oh, there you go. You just come skating over and
So
start fighting.
who would you put on your fantasy team for that?
I don't know. That's a good question. I'd have to like go down the roster and like see like who's the biggest guy. But it could, you know, it's not always the big guy. You got to
It's
watch
not
out for the little
like
guy too.
Brian New's on my team.
He just choke you out.
I don't know, but he's feisty. I'm taking Brian.
See,
I
I'm
know.
scared of the
He's
little
not
guy.
the biggest.
Is it boxing or are we talking like straight up fighting?
We
Mixed
straight
martial
up
arts.
fight.
I'm taking Brandon.
I mean, what are we
Brandon
doing?
Palaniuk all day
Jiu-jitsu
long.
now?
Yeah, we're-
Like,
This is baseball to
There's
hockey
gonna be
to
some dude
jiu-jitsu.
choking everybody out in the parking lot.
who doesn't walk away from this?
You got to watch out for the
Is the
Japanese
loser.
guys because they probably all know some sort of martial art.
Look, I'll take
I-
Kaku.
He could
Taku?
probably.
I don't know.
try
I
that.
saw him try to wrestle with Matt Robertson as a 2v1.
Oh, I'm saying I think I could take.
Oh,
Oh, you think you can take him?
Yeah, I'm
him?
pretty sure. Like, if I had to pick somebody.
All right,
No
if you had
I
to
love
choose
Kaku.
one
Love
guy,
you, Taku.
if the whole Elite Series just had a brawl, one guy that would be left standing, who would be your choice?
Lee Livesey.
I feel that.
I'd say that. The
Yeah.
sheriff.
Yeah, I mean,
He's got like
I
a
don't know, he
country
could
boy
kinda,
strength.
like grunt at me, and I think I'd be a little intimidated.
A little?
Just that deep voice. I don't know. You know he's already drunk, so whatever you do to
He's
him
half
ain't gonna
lit
hurt
already.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
I
even
feel like
gonna feel it.
I'd just
But he's
look to my
big.
right and see Jason Williamson and just be like, I'll tap out.
Yeah.
That dude's like 8 foot tall.
No, I think Lee.
Lee.
I'm going Lee.
Yeah, he's gonna be standing tall. when
Yeah,
it's all
not
said and
only is
done.
he a big old boy, but I think he can hold his own.
Probably.
I
How did
believe
we
that.
get down the rabbit hole?
I have
of
no
fishermen
idea.
fighting each other.
have
That was probably
no
my fault in
idea.
some way, shape, or form.
It all
or
started
fashion.
with baseball.
Yeah, it all started with
That it did,
baseball and
yes.
divulged
That's
into fighting each other
That's
in the
right.
parking lot. Yeah.
No, we started talking about hockey.
Then we did start. I brought up hockey.
That's
exactly
where,
what it was.
you know,
Hey,
you
that's a
talk
rabbit
about
hole.
hockey and it goes off the rails no matter.
That's right. That's right. That's funny. So, like, in your career, when did you qualify for the Elite Series? What did that look like for you? Like, was it one of those deals that you were like, my life's going to change forever, or was it like, hey, I'm just going to keep on fishing just how I fished before? It's just I'm doing it at a really high level now.
I mean, this has always been my dream.
Mhm.
So even working at the university, everything was, I was trying to save up, you know, doing that whole deal because knowing that, you know, obviously the opens are going to be my next level, want to qualify for the elites.
Yeah.
So my first year for fishing the opens, that was a rough year. So I was actually working at the university, found out my wife was pregnant.
Oh, wow.
She was due in April. I quit my job in March, and that was the first year fishing the elites and started my own lawn care business. And I missed it out. I think I was the first one out
Wow.
to not make the elites that year.
Wow.
That was a blast that year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember like digging under my truck seats, coming back from the James River, trying to find enough change for a cheeseburger.
Wow.
So
Jeez.
Respect.
good times.
Respect, dude. That's
But
awesome, man.
yeah,
And you top 5 at a classic.
top 5 new classic.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a road to
So-
walk down right there.
Anybody says that I ain't got the money for that sport, it's a rich man's sport, it might help, but
Yeah.
there's always a way.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's all about sacrifice. I mean, that's one thing
Absolutely.
that I can lean on is my support system, my wife. You know,
Yeah.
she will sacrifice anything to help us. You know, we work, me and my wife are a team in this, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if it wasn't her dedication to what I do, there would be no doing it. You know, and, you know, like when I decided to go full time, she literally looked at me and she was like, you know, you got to quit worrying so much. Like, it's going to be okay. You just got to go because I have enough faith in you that you can do it. And I think that is such a big thing in anything in life, whether it's fishing, whether it's to be a doctor, whether it's to do what Sean does. You know, I mean, it's all about just like, you know, understanding that you are good at that and you can do it.
Right.
And like, just go do. You know, there's so many people that get caught up in being so nervous about not executing. You know, they're like, well, it won't be good enough, or I won't be this, or I won't be that. Well, you're not going to know if you never try.
No.
And I mean, I'm willing to fall flat on my face because those are the moments at which I go, okay, I've learned. I'm never going to do that again, but I've got 25 other ideas I can go execute on and go and do. And I think, dude, I love that. That's what I want to hear from people. Like, that inspires me, to be honest with you. Like, it's people like you that are willing to put in that work, willing to do it, because there's so many people that they talk and they talk and they talk. You know, everybody wants to make up all the excuses.
Yes.
And it's like there's only a few of us, you know, a few people that are actually executing. Those are the people I want to be surrounded by. You know what I mean?
What's the quote? It's like if your only opportunity is now, and if you don't do it now, you're never gonna have the opportunity again.
Yeah.
Like if you don't jump in, go head first, even though you might not feel like you're ready.
Yep.
But you got the heart and the head to do it. I mean,
Yeah, I was definitely hard-headed enough. That's a big key in fishing, be hard-headed.
Yep.
Don't take no. Which
Never
I guess
take no.
that's everything.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah.
why you're with X2.
Well, I'm with
Sean
them
told you no
because
the first time. He
batteries
didn't
don't
say
break.
The batteries just don't break.
It's about reliability.
Hey, listen, I told
Nice.
Sean, I was like, listen, this ain't no rah-rah bullcrap. Like, these are the only batteries I don't have to worry about. Like, it's like everything else, my whole entire life, I've had a power issue, okay? It's like everything that I touch, like, devolves into madness if it has to do with electricity. My boat now, I don't have to worry about it devolving into just madness because it doesn't break.
Yeah.
Like,
What is it we say all the time? The best battery you can have is the one you forget about.
Yeah, you should never have to worry about it.
That's right.
I've been carrying around, this is no bull crap. I've been carrying around for 2 years now, because when I first got with the X2, I ordered 5 batteries running 4 in my boat. Had one for backup in case anything happened. I've still got the same battery in the back of my truck.
that's awesome.
I remember
from
giving you
last
that
year.
battery. I'm like, he's never going to need this thing. But
Yeah, like
you know what? If it gives him peace of mind, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I've always had that peace of mind. It's like,
I love
I
that.
still got my 5th battery. Like,
We need to get a shirt made,
I
the
don't know.
5th battery.
no need for the 5th battery,
Nope.
I guess. But I'm
That's
still
awesome.
So
keeping it. By
that
the way.
was how
Just in
Justin got on our team was our very first ever classic where we actually had a booth.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
I was
Was,
about to ask you if you
And,
remember.
and
that.
I do because now I look back at that booth and I go, oh my gosh, like
That's
we
hilarious.
kept the yellow background. Like it was a little 10x10 booth. We brought 2 batteries and had to go run to a batteries plus and buy 6 more. And he approached our booth and I think you were, I don't want to say what brand you were running, but you're basically like, hey, I'm doing this thing.
Yeah.
I don't have very good batteries.
Yeah.
Would you guys do something with me?
Yeah.
And it was like I literally came back that day and I'm like, let's go help them out. Let's figure it out.
I was running an X2 for my cranking battery because that's the most important, and the cheap EverStart
yes.
that I could just afford a $100 battery.
Yeah.
I will say though, Sean was
awesome.
a kid in a candy shop that you came up and asked to be with X2 the next
Oh, it
following
was. It was
meeting.
like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
it's our first time here.
Yeah.
Like we've got all these great partners and people are asking us to
Yeah.
jump on board.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah,
Heck
as soon
yeah.
as I was like, oh, wait, they're actually jumping into the marine side heavy. Yeah. Like,
Heck yeah.
That's awesome.
Close them out, buddy.
Well, I was supposed to come up with a question. I've not come up with a question yet. I mean, I can come up with something really, really quick. I don't know. Yeah, so
my hair. How do I have such great
you got
hair?
Alabama hair, bro. Like every dude in Alabama has hair like you. It's
Well,
the weirdest thing. What's the
yeah.
deal with that?
It's
And then we'll
really
get into the
sexy.
question. It is. I
You
mean,
should see the women we get.
listen, Alabama women
Tide.
are
Roll Tide.
they're top tier. They're top tier.
All
They're right under University of Tennessee women. But anyway,
That's how you throw somebody off on a question.
so what's your fishing style? Like what if you could do it 365, 24/7, like you could just go out there and do it all the time. What's that thing that you want to go do?
I love punching. I don't know. It's got to be the live scope with jerkbait. Like
Really?
that was my deal before Patrick blew it up. You know, no big problem. Appreciate that, Patrick.
Ruined it for everybody.
Could have waited till I made it to the Elite Series, show everybody that. But yeah, that's got to be my deal. I love jerkbait. Like jerkbait fishing when I was a kid. Like first time I caught fish on jerkbait, like because it's freezing cold.
Yeah.
It's tough to get bites.
Yeah.
Everybody's dragging a worm. I picked up a jerkbait and it was just like stupid.
Yeah.
And I
yeah.
made a lot of money. And then I started figuring out like the whole summertime deal, working it fast, and nobody's doing it,
Yeah,
and then live scope comes along, and that's just a match made in heaven. I mean, yeah,
That's awesome.
I like
Hey,
it.
dude, you can't beat a jerkbait, dude. That's
Dude,
one of
it
the best
just
spots.
catches 'em.
It
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I wish everybody stopped throwing it though.
Doesn't work. Doesn't work.
Hey,
Yeah.
good job, bro.
Hey,
Appreciate it,
appreciate
man.
y'all having
Appreciate
us.
it, man.
Absolutely, dude.
So hope you guys enjoyed that segment with Justin Hamner. Again, he was guest number 2 out of 4. We have 2 more episodes coming on this and a whole crap ton of content that's going to be coming out on the X2 Power social media and the X2 Power YouTube channel that's going to be coming here soon. It's going to be pretty dang cool. I mean, when you guys think batteries, you don't think much beyond, the best battery really is the one that you forget you even have because you don't ever have issues. But one thing we're doing at X2 is we're having a lot of fun. We're trying to do something that's different. We're trying to build a culture, and it's really cool to be a part of that culture that is building into one heck of a cool family that likes to have a lot of fun, shoot some cool content, and share it with the world. So hope you guys are enjoying these segments. If you guys are looking for a new battery, whether AGM, lithium, etc., head over to the link down below. It'll take you to x2power.com. You can see their listings, but also if you don't know what battery you need for whether it's your kayak, your boat, your RV, etc., there's actually a battery calculator that's down below that you guys can go and check out. You can literally go down to the T of what level you usually run your trolling motor at, live well pumps, lights, etc., and it'll tell you what batteries you need for a certain runtime, whether it's AGM or lithium. So it's pretty cool. It gives you 2 completely different things and shows you almost to the T what you need power-wise for your vessel. So check it out. Again, links down below. Appreciate you guys listening in, and stay tuned for next Tuesday for the 3rd bonus episode in this little series. So thank you guys as always. See you next time.